Hi. I thought I'd do a little introduction here, because this compilation doesn't really make a lot of sense without context. So I know there's like a couple people waiting for content about scaled and iced from this channel, and I do have quite a bit to say about that. But believe it or not, looking closely at Vessel is pursuant to that. Scaled and icy is so different to Vessel. It seems almost antithetical to where the band is coming from. And I say that and I believe it, but I realized I didn't know enough about Vessel era in terms of tour or what it was like while it was happening to prove that to myself or anyone else. So it seemed that the clear answer to this was to go back and do the slow work of reconstructing certain points in time. And the last video that was uploaded to this channel was kind of like a supercut to give the feeling of a live show from spring 2014, like what was that like? But the creation of that show wasn't the point of getting all those hundreds of videos. It was to examine those videos for visuals, gesture, outfits, essentially anything visible, to answer the question, what was shown here, what was being shown at this time. And in the same way, this compilation of Tyler talking to the audience in fall 2013 is meant to answer the question, what was said here? What was being communicated? So you will see some of the same monologue bits delivered again and again, and that was on purpose. It was meant to be exhaustive. They obviously weren't the same every night, and I kind of wanted to see what the edges of these ideas were. Like, when the delivery changed, how did it change? Versus what lines needed to be said to get the message across. And it's not all serious. There's a good amount of just bullshitting with the crowd, which is cool. Some of the audio is really bad. Just stick it out, it's not all bad. Try to fix it, probably made some worse. And there you have it. Enjoy.
So we just want to know, we started out the show super mysterious and stuff. That was sweet, huh? But we want you to know we're just a couple of guys that travel with a bunch of friends and get to play in front of awesome people like you and show you weird songs. So thanks for being here, everybody. With some of this stuff, transitions, we're trying really hard. Are we doing all right for you guys? I'm not doing it for me just to feel good. It's really, truly what you guys think of us means a lot to us. I know a lot of artists and bands walk around and just be like, I'm just gonna do me. And whatever happens, just let it happen. It's like, no, man. Yeah. We need to get more audience members. We're about the things that people say at concerts. It's like a weird standard. It's like if you would take some of the things that we say at concerts and put them into a normal setting. It's like, hey Jennifer, how you doing? Thanks for laughing. How you doing, Josh? You good? You can cheer for me for that. Alright, so we got a couple more songs for you before we leave, which I don't want to. Someone told me there's a curfew tonight, so... Oh, officer, no, they all told me there wasn't. Sorry, I want to thank you so much for keeping me safe. Because, she would, if you weren't here, she would just bust right through you and rip you to shreds. Some people out there are hurting, and I know it sucks sometimes. So if you want to sing with me, close your eyes, it just goes like this. I know where you stand, silent in the trees. It all comes down to this. point. Remember, I was asking what the point is. There's a point. I know where you stand, silent in the tree. 3 songs in a minute. Yeah, let's do 3 songs in a minute. So it's like all sweet, and then the lighting's behind us. You can't really see us and everything. But really, the last 4 or 5 songs, I just can't wait to talk to you guys. So thanks for staying. I'm going to show you a song that's about my grandfather, and he's losing his mind a little bit. I don't know if you know anyone who's kind of losing it, but this song means a lot to me. It's kind of off of our old stuff. So this song is called Pantaloon. It goes like this. We're on the piano, playing music while he talks. And when you play music behind someone talking, what they say is like the most dramatic thing in the whole world. And your life is going to end, and what he's saying is the only thing that's going to save you because there's music behind it. And then if she stops playing, then everything just gets kind of awkward. Yeah, awkward. But what's the point, you know? I don't know if you're like me at all, but sometimes I like to put music on and pretend like I'm in my own world, in my own music video, and everything seems more dramatic when music's playing. If you're walking in a bunch of people, you know, you're walking in a mall or something, you got your headphones in and you're that guy. But it does make things more interesting, more dramatic. It makes things mean more. You see a stranger and you're like, that stranger means something because I have headphones in and this is Well, what I want to invite you to do is I want you to do that. I know that we're in a room full of people, but if this next couple songs, if you need to close your eyes and just pretend like you're alone right now, then you can do that. There's a point to this whole show. We're not just playing music, trying to make money and leave. I want you to know I want to experience something with you guys here tonight. If you need to close your eyes, you need to sing, you can do whatever you want. This show is yours. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the street. Why won't you speak? Where happened to me? There's a point to all this. I hope you don't forget us. Where you stand, silence in the trees. Your whole life is a movie, you're the main character. Yeah, me too. But there's a point to all this. You know, it'd be easy to go from one song to the next without talking. Talking's awkward. But I want you to know that I wouldn't be able to tell you this if I didn't talk. I want you to know there's nowhere else in the whole world I'd rather be than right here playing music with you guys. Back to what I was saying, there's a point to this show. I don't know if you're going to forget it when you go home, but if you can figure out the point, there is a point. If you need to close your eyes and sing or do whatever you want, this is your show. You get to do whatever you want here. So if you want to close your eyes, do whatever you want. This song goes like this. I know where you stand, silence in the trees, and that's where I am, silence in the trees. Why won't you speak? Where I happen to be, silence in the trees. Standing cowardly. I desperately want to sing with you guys today. I want you to use this song. Are we doing okay for everyone so far? Huh? we don't live very close to here at all. And for some reason, when we gather around in this room and I look at you guys and I don't usually say this. I try not to say the same thing every night, and I promise I don't. But I really do feel like this is a family right now. So thank you so much for letting me sing. There's a point though. My question is, what's the point? What's the point of the show? What's the point of today, life, everything? And some people might call that evil, but I write songs about it, don't I? And what's the point? I promise you, we're coming in here, into this room, packing it out, selling it out, and there's a point. There's a point to the show, and I hope you get it. I don't know if you've ever seen someone talk on stage, but one time I remember this specific time I was actually at a church for some reason, and there was a guy on stage talking, and I was wondering, why is it that what he's saying is the most impactful, most dramatic thing I've ever heard. And I realized, I look over to the side and there's an old lady playing the piano behind his voice. And it was because there was music behind his voice that what he was saying sounded so true. But when she stopped playing, it just got really, really awkward. Music can change things. It can change your perspective. I don't know if you've ever put music into your ears and walked around it. You felt like you were the main character of your own movie. There's a point. There has to be. Tonight we're going to try to find it. When you start by singing, if you don't know the words, it's fine. If you just need to close your eyes and do whatever you need to do to use this show to get back to that place you once were that was better, it goes like this. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. Why won't you speak where I am until me, silent in the trees, standing cowardly. This next song is an old one. Listen to the words. I just couldn't wait to say hi to all you guys. We're just a couple of friends that are playing music, doing what we think is cool, but we don't know if anyone else does, and it's the coolest thing. I want you to know that there's nowhere else in the world I'd rather be than right here playing music with you guys. We're gonna work hard for you. This next song, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys all night long. Honestly, this is an old song, but I love it very much, I'll tell you why. On the cover of our album are two older guys, and those are actually our grandfathers. But this is a song that goes pretty far back. It's about my grandfather. I don't know if you have any grandpas and grandmoms in your life that are kind of losing it. It's kind of a tough thing. But I wrote a song for him and I love it very much. I'd love to show it to you. It's called The Pigs Women. One time I was actually at a church and there was a dude on stage and he was talking. And it was the most dramatic thing I've ever heard. But when I look over, I saw that there was a woman playing the piano underneath his voice, so it sounded really dramatic because music was there. And he was proving a point, and he was talking, and it got really emotional. I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about. But then it got really awkward because the music stopped. It was really weird, a guy talking without any music. I don't know if you've ever put in headphones and pretended like you were the main character of your own movie before, but music can do that for you. I'd love to create a moment here tonight. If you don't know the words, you can try to learn them. If you just want to close your eyes, you do whatever you want, but there's a moment right here I'd love to sing with you guys. See what you're made of. It goes like this. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. Why won't you speak where I happen to be, silent in the trees, standing cowardly.
I absolutely do not know how to say anything about that.
She's pretty flustered. Well, thank you so much for coming. Are you having a good time so far?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, well, you can head back down there. We're going to do some more songs for you guys. Give it a few claps.
Alright, so this is where we lie to you and tell you there's only one song left, but that's a lie. I always like to preface that
The whole encore thing with, I had a dream that you guys all left one time. So just give us a little bit, we'll be out again. It should be pretty rockin'. Concept's just weird, man. Thanks for being a part of it with us. So there's a part in this next song. Can I ask permission to do something? Can I?
Yes.
I asked her if it was okay if I asked all the dudes to take their shirt off, and she said no. Oh, we can't? Okay. Cool. So there's a moment in the song. I'm gonna take my shirt off, all you dudes. If you have layers, girls, just put something over your head. We're just gonna try to tear this place down because we love this. We like other dudes on stage to join around with us. I don't know what you expected when you came to our show tonight. Honestly, I don't know if you'll remember everything we do here tonight, because things pass, things move on, people get older. But I want you to know that tonight, there is a point. I'm asking myself that question all the time. What's the point? What's the point of homework? What's the point of school? What's the point of jobs? What's the point of all these things? What's the point of life? What's the point of music? I don't know if you've ever put headphones in and pretended like you were the main character of your own movie before. But music can do something to you. Have you ever seen someone talk on stage before? One time I was at a church and there was a guy talking on stage, and I didn't really know what he was saying, but what he was saying seemed to be so epic and amazing and probably true, right? But what I realized that when I look over and there's a lady playing the piano underneath his voice. And when you play music underneath someone talking, it's like the most amazing thing ever. But when it stops, it's really awkward when it stops. There's a point. Music can do something to you. It can make it more emotional. There's a point here tonight, and I'm not just playing songs. I'm not just playing shows. We want to do something with you. We want to create a moment with you. And if you want to sing it out, if you want to close your eyes, you can do whatever you want. This is your show. If you want to help me sing, I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. Why won't you speak where I happen to be, silent in the trees, standing told you there was a point. There has to be a point to all this. There has to be a point. I'm just willing to try to find it. We can try to find it together. Let's try to find it together. I know where you stand, styling in the tree. Come on, come on. Listen to me, we're all gonna die. But before we all die together, let's move together. Let's jump together. 1, 2, 3, let's go! I found myself at a church and there was a guy on stage talking. And for some reason what he was saying was the most dramatic thing I've ever heard. I didn't know what he was saying. But he was saying something and it sounded really important. And I was listening for some reason. But then I look over and there's this little old lady on the piano playing music behind his voice. And I realized that's why it sounds so dramatic, because there's music playing behind his voice. And when she stopped, it was awkward. There's a point. Music can do that. I don't know if you're like me at all, but you can put headphones in and pretend like you're the main character of your own movie or something. But there's a point here tonight. We're gonna find it together. If you wanna sing, you can sing. If you wanna dance, you can dance. If you wanna take your shirt off, you can take your shirt off. Just wait till the end. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. Why won't you speak? Where have been to me, silent in the trees, standing proudly. This next song is called Edit with a Pen. I don't know if you've seen the cover of our album, but there's 2 old dudes on the front. Those are our grandfathers. This next song I'm about to show you is not on that CD. It's an older song, but it's about my grandfather who's on that CD. And actually tweeted about this today, so I feel weird talking about it. But I want you to know that we were in Oregon, and I looked over in Best Buy and I saw our CD there, and he was right next to Justin Timberlake. My grandfather was next to him. Justin Timberlake doesn't even deserve to be there compared to JT's awesome, I get it, but listen, my grandfather kissed Marilyn Monroe once. So this is a song about him and nothing about Marilyn Monroe. I'll never get over it. Never really get used to it. Stop screaming. It's scream. It's just like, let's scream together as a moment, so we're supposed to scream, because it'd be fun. Thank you. I don't know if you've ever seen someone talk on stage. It's a pretty awkward thing. One time I was watching this guy talk on stage, and it happened to be at church, and he was talking about something. I didn't know what he was saying. Never really do. But he was saying something, and it was the most dramatic thing I've ever heard. And I didn't know why. This is so dramatic. But I looked over, there's this little old lady. She's playing the piano underneath his voice. And when you play music underneath someone's voice, it sounds very dramatic. But when you stop, it's really awkward. point though. I want you to know there's a point to the show. There's a point to these songs. And we're not just going to go through the motions. I want to create a moment here with you guys. This would really suck if you weren't here. And I acknowledge that. A lot of bands might pretend like they're not there and they just do their thing. But I need you tonight. I know where you stand, silent in the tree, and that's where I am, silent in the tree. My mom asked me, she said, "Tyler, why do you do that?" And I said, "What do you mean?" This was right after I invited her to come to the first show I've ever played. She genuinely thought there was something wrong with me. I said, "Mom, I get to write songs about things that I can't really talk about with my friends. So I like to play songs doing things that I really can't do around my friends either. There is something wrong with me. But the people who like this type of music, there's definitely something wrong with them too." All night under siege from accusation. Told you there was a point. I'm not going to tell you what the point is, but I hope you don't forget the show. I will invite you to find out the point together. Let's figure this out together. Because there has to be a point to all this. You can't be the only one that's wondering what the heck is going on. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees.
What is it?
The point is this. Life sucks. But tonight, there's a bunch of people who decided to stay in one room and decide that it's worth it to stay alive for tonight.
Yeah! I'll kill myself
I can't guarantee you tomorrow what I have right now. And right now is this. I know where you stand. My mother asked me, "Tyler, why do you do that?" She was talking about the first time that she ever watched us play. "Why do you do that? What are you doing on stage? What is that weird thing you're doing?" I said, "Mom, maybe there's something wrong with me. But I get to travel all over the country and find a bunch of people who have something wrong with me too." And when I hear music, I just don't think. I just do. And I want to be in a room full of people with the same mind.
Yeah, Tyler!
Under siege from accusation, cerebral thunder, and one-way conversation. It's bold. I know, it's very bold. But here in this room together, I think that we can sing. And we can prove to ourselves that there's a point to all this. I know where you stand, silent in the streets. car radio? Come on. Some poor little girl on the fucking... That's the first right there. I love that. Look at that. Finally, now I can listen to music. Again, thank you for letting me do this. There's a point to all this, you know. There's a point to this show. I'm not going to tell you what the point is, but I want you to know that we can try to figure it out together. But the thing that I know the most is today, there's a room full of people who decided it was worth it to stay alive tonight, and we sold this place out. Let's do it again sometime. But first, I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. Phoenix. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Before we all die together, let's jump together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go! Do you guys realize how stupid this would be if you guys weren't here? See, we know that. We recognize that. I want you to know that the fact that you guys gathered in here today and you actually like weird songs means the world to us. I don't know if you've ever watched someone talk on stage, but it's a very awkward thing.
Okay, we love you!
One time I was watching this guy talk on stage. And it was actually at a church, and he was saying something. I don't know what he was saying. I never really did. But what he was saying sounded like the most epic thing I've ever heard. And I didn't know why. But then I look over, and there's this sweet little old lady playing the piano underneath his voice.
Okay, where you go?
It's the thing, when you play music behind what someone's saying, it sounds really epic. But when you stop, it's actually really awkward. You to know this is something I want to say every night. It's this: there's got to be a point. There has to be a point to this. Think about that. There has to be a point. Is this all for nothing? Can it be? Cannot be. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the tree. I haven't found See, I need this. We're not that cool.
Yeah, you are!
Thank you. What's cool to me is that we have no idea what we're doing. Listen, hold on. So when I get like this, oh, hold on, don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
We'll touch later. Listen, I want you to know, we're just normal guys, okay? And, I want you to know something. We wrote some songs. We're traveling around, showing people those songs. And, we really, I'm gonna be honest with you, we have no idea what we're supposed to wear. Women's tights right now. We had a conversation before this tour. Josh said, Tyler, what kind of shirt should I wear? And I was like, it doesn't matter, bro. And he was like, but you should wear this one. I was like, man, screw you, man.
What? No, I mean like what you're wearing. Oh, yeah.
So I can say anything I want. It's so weird. Thought of that? I see you. Oh, that's cool. Can I have that? Not you, I want the song. You made this for me? I love you, dude.
Wrong way! Flip it over! Flip it over! Tyler, flip it over!
Oh, dude, thank you so much. What's your name? Jacob? Listen, Jacob, we're working really hard to make this a show that people remember, and we want it to be one of the best shows that these people have seen, and it's a bold thing to say. But in order for that to happen, we need to be on the same level. We need to communicate. Jacob, listen to me. This is what's gonna happen. So we've been really dramatic the whole show. Like, I mean, I'm wearing this pillowcase thing right now. We had the masks on. They represent a lot to us. We got the lighting. We got the cool moves and stuff. I want you to know, the lyrics mean a lot to me. And I think that we're gathered in a room full of people who are resonating with those lyrics, and that's the coolest thing to me. Listen, there's serious moments in a show, but this might not be one of them right now. Jacob, there's a moment in this next song that I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna stand on the piano, and I'm gonna jump off the piano, because it's made of wood and it can hold me. And when I do that, do you think that you and everyone else could jump with me? This song is a true story. It's called Car Radio. This is still kind of weird. Listen. I had my arms down like this.
I like your shoes!
Thank you. And I was about to say something to you. I'm being honest here. I was about to say something. And I started talking like this. I forgot I needed this up here in order for you to hear me, which is a weird thing. See the speaker? It's letting you hear me right now. Sir, are you having a good time? Are you paying attention? Guys, can we give it up for the security guys? Sir, what is your name? John! How are we doing alright so far? Yeah. Do you like my shirt, John? Thank you. Guys, give it up for Johnny. Alright, So I had Jacob over here help me out. I need someone. Like it's a class or something. What's your name? Your name's Jacob too. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, it's the night of the Jacobs. Hold on. Alright, listen to me, Jacob. Are you having a good time? Yeah? Cool. Best concert. Thank you, Jacob. Listen. This next song is an important moment. I'm gonna stand on the piano again. No, don't jump on me. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Do I take mine off?
Huh?
Do I take my shirt off?
Listen, well, when I stand on this piano and I take my shirt off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look you right in the eyes. And it's my favorite part of the show, but we're gonna have a moment. And Jacob, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your shirt off too.
No. I'm sorry.
But it's okay. Because Jacob, you have a whole group of people who are gonna take something off and put it up above their heads like that too, with it. There's some girls are going, I don't know about that. But if you're a dude, no excuse. If I look over here, sir, in a collared shirt, if I look over there and you don't have that shirt off, I'm gonna be so pissed. If you're a girl, if you just want to get a piece of clothing, it doesn't need to be your shirt. My mom would be mad. Thank you. Well, that's cool. Thanks for staying.
Thank you!
It would be really awkward if you guys all left really fast. But what I was saying earlier, there's got to be a point. I don't know what you expected when you came to our show. I don't know that maybe later you'll go home and your life will go forward and you might forget this night. But I want you to know there's a point to this. I also want you to know that if you will have us, we would love to be your band and come back. Until then, let's figure out this point together. Sing it one more time. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. There's a point to all this, everybody. I promise you there's a point. Thank you for cramming into me, touching people you don't know. But now you know them, and you know one thing about them, and it's this. The people around you decided that for tonight, life doesn't always have to suck and it's worth being alive. But things go on. Things move on. Tomorrow you'll wake up and this show will be gone. And that won't be good. But I want you to know that there's something you can take away from this show that hopefully helps you everywhere you go. Thanks for liking lyrics and listening to what we're saying. I know where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's where I am, silent in the trees. Well, we are nearing the end of our show. See, this is usually when a band lies to you and they say that they only have one song left. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If you don't leave, we'll play another one. Quinn, how are you? You okay, Quinn? Do you want to touch me? Alright, Quinn, listen to me. Listen, hold on. What's going on? What's your name, sir? What's your name? Alex, what's your name, sir? Eric? Can we also give it up for Alex and Eric in the front row? Be nice, don't hurt each other. I know that for you to be this close to a bunch of people you may not know, you really have to enjoy the song. So thank you for supporting us. What's your name? John? Johnny? The Y? So if someone's like, John, it's gonna be like, Johnny? Listen, Johnny. Your name's Johnny too? So I'm talking to the collective Johnny. Johnny, put your phone on. Johnny, she's gonna get it all on film. She'll email it to you. Johnny, listen, there's a part in this next song. You looking at me, Johnny? I'm looking at the one behind you, Johnny. I'll look at both of the Johnnies. Johnnies, listen. I'm gonna give you guys a job. There's a moment in this next song where I'm gonna stand up on the piano again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shirt off. There's always like one dude who goes, Johnny, listen, when I do that, I'm gonna look both of you right in the eyes, and we're gonna have a moment together. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your shirts off too. Okay? Don't worry. I was told that people around these parts are pretty weird. I think there's a lot of people who will take something like that too. Thank you for letting me show you our songs. What's the point? There's a point to all this. There has to be. I can't be the only one that's walking around going, there's gotta be a point. I don't know what it is exactly, but I know tonight there's a room full of people who decided it was worth it to stay alive for tonight, and tonight we can maybe try to find out. Music saves. Maybe. I know we stand silent in the tree, and now where I am, silent in the tree. Why won't you speak? Where I happen to be, silent in the tree, standing cowardly. This is all we have. This is all we got. I'm gonna run you ragged. First time we ever played this place, we were the opening band. That was not that long ago. Now look what you guys did! We're broken, we're broken, we're broken, we're broken people, we're broken people. I know there's a song in there somewhere. I spend a lot of time looking for those songs. And when I find the song musically, I ask myself, what do I want to say now? Sometimes you can't be as honest with yourself or the people around you in a lot of your social settings. But when it comes to music, you can speak your mind. I think it's really cool that a bunch of people decided to gather here tonight. And they listen to lyrics. See, I didn't know I was going to be showing people these songs. So this is a bit exposed. But the overwhelming feeling of your support lets me know that I'm not alone. I'm eternally grateful for that. And all I can do is with my best friend, we're just going to work as hard as we can for you tonight and sing those songs with you. If you just need to close your eyes, you can. Love, we haven't talked in quite some time. I know we haven't been the best. Sun's low, I've been traveling in the desert of my mind. And I haven't found the drop. Life. Listen to what I'm saying. I haven't found the drop. Do you resonate with you? One time I invited my mom to a show. It was the first show she'd ever been to. She brought a couple of friends, and she said afterwards, she said, "Tyler, why do you do that?" She said, "Tyler, my friends think there's something wrong with you." I said, "I don't know, Mom. For some reason when I hear music, when I play music, when I'm around music, I just don't think about it. And I do whatever it is that I want to do, whatever the music does to me." And Mom, I'm lucky enough to travel around with my best friends and show a bunch of people this music, and they have something wrong with them too, probably. Oh, night. You know, no matter what happens from here forward, no matter what happens, I want you to know that whoever is added to this, whoever else finds out about this, whoever else wants to be a part of this, I want you to know we will never forget the first. So thank you so much for coming tonight. We would also love to come back sometime if you'd have us. Thank you for cheering in between songs. It would be really awkward if you didn't. Think about it. Finish your song. Da, 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 da. What's your name? Huh? Alberto? Listen. Alberto. I'm talking to Alberto. There's a moment in this next song, Alberto. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shirt off. You seem very excited about that. You have a great smile. Alberto, here's the thing. What I'm gonna do is when I do that, I'm gonna look you right in the eyes. Me and you, bro, are gonna have a moment. Alberto, when we have that moment, I don't need to explain it, you'll feel it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your shirt off too. It's okay, Alberto, because you're representing Orlando here, and there's a bunch of people who are also going to take their shirts off too. I see this guy in the hat back here. 2 hats. We got a guy in the yellow and a guy in the black in the hats, right? Listen, you two. If Alberto and I don't, if we take our shirts off and I look over and I don't see your guys' shirts off, I'm gonna shut this whole thing down. We're going Don't do it yet. It's already ready. It doesn't have to be a shirt. It has to be some sort of piece of clothing. Figure it out if you're a girl. Don't do anything stupid. But Alberto, don't let me down. See, I'm also supposed to tell you that this is our last song, but it's not. See, there's a thing called an encore, which is very, very, very awkward to me. You ever been to a show, and the guy's like, this is our last song, and you're just like, no, it's not. Idiot. You didn't play like one good one yet. Thank you. But there will be a moment where we walk off stage and we'll pretend it's our last one. I'll be here and I'll smile. And Josh will do the same thing, but he doesn't really smile. We'll walk off and we'll pretend. See, don't think about this conversation. We'll pretend like, oh no, they're leaving. Maybe if we do something loud, they'll come back out again. And first shows my mom ever came to. She invited some friends. After the show, she came up to me and said, Tyler, why'd you do that? She said, Tyler, my friends think there's something wrong with you. I said, Mom, I found the only thing in the world, the only social setting in the world where I get to not think what anyone cares or what anyone thinks of me. That's music. I said, Mom, maybe I have something wrong with me, but I get to travel around with my best friend and get into rooms full of people who have something wrong with them too. You don't have to care tonight. You don't have to worry tonight. You get to start over tonight. All night under scenes from accusation. This is all we have left. I honestly wish I could play music forever with you guys. We've been traveling around the country. For some reason, Philly just feels a little bit like home. We've been out to California, we came back down through Texas and Florida. And this is the first time we're coming back. So when you have to wear something warm, maybe it's the weather. See, we're from the state right over there called Ohio, and we love it here in Philadelphia. There's a point to all this. We just might be singing. I know where you stand, silent in the tree, and at night where I am, silent in the tree. Why won't you scream where I am in Germany, silent in the tree, standing out there. show. 1, 2, 3, let's go. One of the first shows my mom ever came to. Afterwards, she said, "Tyler, why do you do that?" She said, "I invited some friends with me, and they think there's something wrong with you." I said, "Mom, I found the only thing in the world where I don't have to care what other people think of me." That's what I I get to just not think about it. Maybe there is something wrong with me now, but I get to travel around with my best friends and gather in groups of people like tonight with something wrong with them too. Because there's something seriously wrong with you willing to be that close to a bunch of people you don't know just for some weird songs. Cold nights under siege from accusation. So we're gonna give you everything we have to. We're gonna work so hard. I know for you to be touching that many people you don't know, you must really like the song. So the show would really suck if you weren't here. I know that. I need you. I know we stand silent in the street. I wish I could play songs with you forever. I can't be the only one wondering what the point is. What's the point of this show? What's the point of today? What's the point of everything? Thank you so much for letting me show you my lyrics. Thank you for accepting them, being okay with what I had to say. Thanks for liking weird songs. We've gotten the overwhelming feeling that we're not alone trying to figure out what the point is. I'm not going to tell you what the point is, but I will say that we can try to find out together, prove our existence by singing. I know we stand silent in the tree, and that's where I am, silent in the tree. Why won't you speak where I happen to be? Silent in the trees, standing cowardly. This is it. Before this show is over, I promise to run you ragged. Did someone catch that drumstick you just threw? Yeah? Good. Because we played a lot of shows where there wasn't enough people and it just hit the ground. This show is yours. We're going to give you everything we have. We're just going to pour our hearts out for you. Thanks for not killing us, and thanks for liking weird songs. The cool radio station 89X who likes weird songs too. Appreciate it. But it's still awkward, this whole thing. I love it. It's weird. I don't know if you've ever seen someone talk on stage before. It's kind of an awkward concept. One person has a microphone.
That was a good moment.
One time I was watching this guy talk on stage. I think it was at a church, and he was saying something and it sounded like the most epic and dramatic thing I've ever heard. I was trying to figure out, why does this sound so epic and dramatic? And I look over to the left and there's this sweet little old lady playing the piano underneath his voice. See, because when you play music underneath someone saying something, it sounds really sweet, but when you stop, it's actually pretty awkward. It can change things, it can make things maybe make sense for moments at a time. It can make you feel like you're not alone in what you're going through. It can give you a release, a moment where you truly don't care what other people think of you, which is tonight. Let's prove something. I know where you stand, silent in the tree, and that's where I am, silent in the tree. I haven't found the drop of you. I haven't found the drop. I haven't found the drop. Water. What are you looking for? Why did you come here? What are you looking for? I don't know what you expected when you came to the show. Maybe you'll go home. Maybe you'll forget. The point is, this moment will pass. It'll just be a memory. But what's the point? Why did this happen? Why am I here? I can't be the only one asking those questions. What is the point? Thank you for letting me share with you my journal, the songs that I write, the lyrics that I write. Thank you for being so kind and receiving what I said, but not only that, ultimately I thank you for letting me know that I'm not alone in what it is I'm going through. I know where you stand, silent in the tree, and that's where I am, silent in the tree. I want you to speak where I happen to be, silent in the tree, standing cowardly. What are you looking for? I know where you stand, silent in the tree. Did you know? This is not the first time we played this building before. What happened? First time we played this building, and the second time we played this building was back there on a very small stage. And then we come back, and look what we're doing now with you guys.
Listen, everybody has that friend, and it's usually a girl. Everyone has that friend who, for some reason, finds the responsibility to count down their own birthday for you until it happens. And I want you to know something before I tell you something else. I want you to know that I really don't like that person. If you don't have a friend that does that, then you are that friend who does that. But I could not think of a better place in the entire world to spend my birthday. It's not his birthday, so he's not nearly as important as myself, but we got Josh Dunn on the drums over here. This is your show tonight. We're just going to pour out our hearts, and if you want to pour it back, then this is going to be older. I don't know how old all you guys are, but it keeps happening. If you like your birthday, it's kind of weird. Every time I have a birthday, I think about the fact that I'm getting older, and I'm gonna die. Why is it that we walk around and pretend like that's not gonna happen? I just want to thank you guys for letting me pour out my journal and some of these songs, and you guys being okay with what I had to say. See, there's got to be a point to all this. It's gonna end. Did it just happen, and then all of a sudden, poof, we're gone? What's the point? Well, I want you to know at least there's a point to this show. That's all we have control of right now. I might not tell you the point, but we can try to find it together. I know where you stand, silent in the tree. And that's where I am, silent in the tree. Why won't you speak where I happen to be? Silent in the tree, standing cowardly. Close your eyes, be alone with music to dance. Alone, we haven't talked in quite some time. I know I haven't been the best. Sun's low after traveling in the desert of my mind, and I haven't found the drop. I haven't found the drop from you. I haven't found the drop. I haven't found the drop. Water. What are you looking for? Why did you come here? What are you looking for? It all comes down to this. What's the point? What's the point? Maybe we can all just prove our existence by deciding for one day it's worth it to stay alive and we can sing. I know where you stand, styling in the trees. And that's where I am, silent in the trees.
Isn't it funny how like we know each other, right? So we're just like, oh, I want to touch. But this guy here has no idea who I am. He's got his hand in his pocket. He doesn't care at all. Mr. Security Guard, what's your name, sir? Alex. Guys, can we give it up for Alex? Thanks for keeping me safe, Alex. What's your name here? What? Grace. It's my sister's middle name. Grace, how old are you? She's 11. Grace is 11. And if Alex wasn't here, man, I don't know. She looks pretty dangerous, man. Dangerous, really dangerous. Don't hurt him. See, what I was gonna do is I'll be honest with you guys. Honestly.
I just look at you guys. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't say this every night. I don't say this every night, I promise. But, Josh, I gotta be honest with you, this is probably one of my favorite shows I've ever done. I mean that. See, tomorrow we're gonna start over. You'll wake up and hopefully you remember what we did here today. I really wish that we had time to just talk and meet with each one of you individually, honestly. But, after the show, we like to come out and meet people. But tonight, I want to be honest with you. Tonight we're driving to New York City, and what's going to happen is, listen, New York City sucks, believe me. But listen, what we're doing is we're going there, and we actually have to be there at 5:30 in the morning because we're playing live for VH1 down. I'm just being honest with you. So honestly, I have a little bit of a dilemma here because if I fall asleep tonight and I wake up at 5:30 and I'm sitting there and I'm playing House of Gold and I'm looking all like I just woke up, it's gonna look horrible. So I'm thinking maybe I should stay up the rest of the night, and I'm not sure what I should do. You see this little monologue, it's not going anywhere, I'm just talking. Honestly, this is the part in the set where a lot of bands lie to you. They will lie right to your face. I've seen it happen multiple times. And I'm like, I can't believe they're lying to them. What they say here, this part, they do this, they end a song, and they're like right here, and just like, this is our last song. And I'm just like, no it's not. You idiot. You didn't play the good one yet. No, I think encores are like the most awkward thing ever. Like, we're supposed to play it off. Like, we didn't have anything planned, but you guys were cheering too much that we had to just write something. Just a really weird concept to me. But for the sake of tradition, what Josh and I will do is we'll stand here and we'll smile and we'll be like, that's it, and we'll pretend like we are leaving, but we're not. So the other thing is we'll have a group of people over here do like a one more song, chanting. Guys over here will be like, oh, we should say encore, one more song, and then some like, what's your name right there? No, right there, one turn around. Yeah. Tommy's the type of guy that'd be like, 10 more songs! So we'll figure it out because what we'll do is Josh and I will be back there and we'll be like,
string, and then we'll come out and we'll do another one. If you leave, we're still doing something. Just get that out of the way. Tommy, right? Tommy. Yeah, I like that. Put that like that. Tommy, do you know anyone else around you right now?
I know my friend Connor.
Connor's a couple. Shh, Connor.
I love you!
So you're surrounded by people you don't know. You're right there in the other flannel shirt. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Ryan. That's Tommy. Tommy, that's Ryan. You guys are both wearing flannel shirts and you're standing right next to each other. I love it.
Yeah, good.
And then we got another flannel connection right here with you. And then we got another flannel connection right there. Look at her. You see how, like, look at that. Then there's another flannel. You see how you find each other? You find each other. Listen, for this song, I'm going to talk to you. Listen to me. There's a moment in this song, Tommy, where you and your friends, what's going to happen is I'm going to stand on the piano, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shirt off. I think it was a girl scream, but I think I saw you scream too. Tommy, listen. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna stand up there on the piano, I'm gonna take my shirt off, I'm gonna pretend like I'm sweet and stuff like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look you right in the eyes. Okay? I'm gonna look you right in the eyes, and what that means is we're gonna have a moment. And when you feel that moment happen, what I need you to do is I need you to take your shirt off too. Listen, don't do it yet. Tommy, don't worry. Don't you worry everything. Tommy, listen. Don't be worried because you have a bunch of other guys that I just introduced you to who are also going to take their shirts off. You're in the tank top. If you don't have your shirt off in that moment, we're going to shut the whole song down. Listen, this is where I invite you to just let loose and take some time. My mother follows the hashtag on 21 Pilots on Instagram, and she said the other day, she said, Tyler, I don't think you should do that part. I said, Mom, it's punk rock. So girls, don't do anything stupid. But you have layers. I mean, we're in Boston. Layers of thin. Take something off. Let no one see your bare chest, Tommy. I'm gonna be pissed. When I do that, this is just a moment for you to just let go, to forget about what's going on outside of this building. And this is our last song. Alright, Sean.
Let's go football! Let's go!
You're scared. Alright, Sean, what I need you to do is, for this part, it's really slow, it's chill. What I need you to do is I need you to lay on the piano. Get on the piano. Lay down, put one hand on this. Seeds from back station, cerebral thunder, one-way conversation. Give it up for Sean Myers on the piano, everybody. You can go back down to the crowd, alright? Don't wanna call you in the night time. Don't wanna give you all my piano thing. When I stand up here, I want you to know it's a cue. A cue, it's like one of those like, oh, yeah. You told me about that once. Cue. I stand up here. No! Who said that? Hold on. You don't.
Hold on. Hold on. What's your name? Okay, sorry, I picked him. What's your name? Mike? I don't care about your last name, dude. I'm not gonna Facebook you. Mike, are you from here? You're from here? Well, you go to school here. Well, Mike, I'm gonna tell you something. Mike from New York City, these are all your people and you're in charge, okay? Listen. Oh, don't cheer about that. You don't know who he is at all. He's a total douche.
Oh my god, I'm thinking that!
This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh man, that is so cool what you're doing. That's so cool. Look how masculine you look. No, hold on. Stay there, Mike. Hold on. What do you think this is, Mike? Sit down. Put him down. Okay, thank you. I like you right there, Mike. Your beard looks great. Listen, Mike, there's a moment in this next song where I'm going to stand on that piano. When I stand on that piano, I'm going to look at you. Okay? I'm going to find you. I'm going to look at you. And when I jump off the piano, I'm going to look at you to lead all of your people and tearing this place down. Okay, Mike? Josh, myself, Mike from New York City, and all of his crazy people, when I jump off that piano, for the first time all day, you get to not care what anyone thinks about you. You just get to dance and do whatever you want. This song is a true story. It's called Car Radio. I said, Mom, it's punk rock, though. So if you're a girl, don't do anything stupid. My mom will be pissed. But I know you have layers, because layers are in. When I tell you, you and Eamon, when I tell you guys to take something off and just hold it up, we're just going to have a good time together. Also, this is the part in the set where I'm supposed to lie to you and tell you this is our last song. See, that's what bands do, they lie. Right to your face. They play it off like they don't have anything planned. I want you to know that if you do leave, we're still coming out and we're going to do something else. So. I had a dream that you guys all left once, so I really hope that you don't leave. So this is our last song. Try this. And ever since I've been carrying this ukulele around, Josh is always worried that our next album is just going to be a bunch of Jason Mraz covers.
He's from Richmond.
He's from Richmond? Yeah. Well then, yes it is. What if we totally just went into that song? It's a great song.
entertain my fate. I said entertain my fate. I said entertain my fate. I said entertain my fate. My baby, when we go to stop, lyrics tell me nothing new. If they do not be trying to move my feet, you angels have to be in the speakers in my mouth. Cause I listen to you. Lean with it, drop with it, when we go to stop. Lyrics tell me nothing new. If they do not be trying to move my feet, you angels have to be in the speakers in my mouth. Cause our hearts are meant to be. Oh, 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 oh. Now we gon' run you, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Now we gon' run you, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Now we gon' run you, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Now we gon' run you, yeah. Thanks for coming around and everything. We'd love to meet you. Like, touch hands and stuff.